Hey Lorna, what am I doing on the craft table? Trying to get the camera set up, pointing down at what I am doing. Yes, I've got a gilet here, bought for £1 from a charity shop. It's quite well worn. I mean, I have been wearing it, but it's really on its last legs. So what I thought I would do is cover it with this scraps of fabric stitched on. So I started at the bottom and I'm working my way up to the top. And here's a pile of scraps here. Here are my scraps. So I'm piecing them together. There is a name for this kind of embroidery. Basically, it's all running stitches, all in one direction, and all in lines. I think you're supposed to get the lines dead straight and even, but mine are not going to be dead straight and even. So, got my threads, plenty threads, got my needle set up, ready. So this is what I'm doing, and daydreaming at the same time. It's a good way to relax, this is, because you can gather your thoughts together while you're doing something which could be quite monotonous because it's very repetitive. So you can actually just carry on automatic pilot and switch off from what your hands are doing and go on a little trip inside your head. Now, as you can see, this is going to take a long time to complete, but I am in no rush. It's a project that I can keep going back to. Do you like it? It's going to be okay. It looks nothing special at the moment, but it will do eventually. Now, what I've been thinking is this takes a long time to do. Excuse me. And this is actually a reflection of what is going on in the world, because people are just wondering how long we are going to be in this perpetual state of uncertainty, if you like, because nothing is absolutely certain. And people want to see an end to it, end to what is going on, how people are being cruel to each other, and people want to see the end of it. Well, I've watched a video. I watch lots of videos, but one recent one with Neil Oliver and what's his name? Ivor Cummins. Ivor Cummins and Neil Oliver. They have spoken together before, but there is a newish one out now. And you know, to listen to that, listen to Ivor speaking, it makes a lot of sense to me, because he is explaining that whatever we are going through now, here, is only just the beginning, and it's only part of the whole story. So people are looking for answers, but this is going to be evolving over a longer period of time. It's not going to be resolved next week, the week after, the month after, the year after. It's looking into the future. And it is those people who are deciding what the future is going to be, the people with all the money, and they are calling the shots, and they are deciding our future. These people that are unelected put themselves in power because they hold all the money. What money there is, most of the money that's swishing around is debt, actually. So it might look like a lot of money on paper, but it isn't. It's all debt. But anyway, so this is going to carry on for a long time. It goes in stages. Each stage is another step. You think you've got it sussed, you think you understand, you think you know what's going to happen next, and then something else happens, but it's like a jigsaw. It is not going to all come together at once. There's lots of separate stages. Now, the people at the top are getting on in years, in age. People were thinking, what's going to happen when they die? Well, it is quite simple. When you own a business or as boss of a business, you want to pass that on to your family lower down the chain. It's like the farmers passing their farms onto their children and their grandchildren. They stay in the family, hopefully. That's how it should be. And the same thing is happening with the rich people. They will be passing on what they're sowing now. The seeds they are sowing now will eventually come to fruition, but a long time ahead. So really, the only way I think we can resolve this is to get on with our own lives. Because we're only here for a short time. I'm 75 and I'm really hoping for another 10 years. But who knows? I might not get 10 years. I might get more than 10 years. But nobody knows. So what is going to happen in the time that I've got left? I can't sit around and wait to see what's going to happen next. I have a life. I am getting on with my life. And that's what people should do. They should join together in their communities and support each other. Because help with your life is not going to come from above. It's not going to come from those people who have the money. It's not going to come from governments. You can't vote in a different government and expect a different result. Because all the governments in the Western world, I might say, are working for the same aims. They are controlled. They are controlled. The rich people, am I explaining this very well? The rich people want to control just about every aspect of our lives. Every aspect. And they're using the government as puppets. And it's a bit like a pyramid, right? People at the top are calling the shots. The people lower down the pyramid are being manipulated, being controlled, and that's the system. That's the system. And those people that are being ferried about around the whole world, they are only part of the system, because they eventually will be dispensed with. We will be dispensed with. We will be got rid of. And it's all about, how can I say, it's control. So you, dear YouTuber followers, readers, you must stand up and organise your own life and decide whether you want to be controlled or not. If you want to be controlled, that is your choice, but it has to be your choice. Don't just roll over and give in. Think about it. Think what you want for your life. Make your own plans for your life. But just be aware that there's no easy answer. There's not going to be any quick answers, quick solutions. It's going to take a long time. And they are looking at 10 to 15 years. And that's no exaggeration, because that's the way things move. They move forward slowly. Nothing happens quickly. And they have got plenty of time because, as I said, they will be passing on what they have worked for these years. They will pass them on to their next generation. So it's not suddenly all going to come right quickly. Anyway, less of the doom and gloom, people. You must look after yourself, and it is about looking after your health, looking after your mind, keeping busy. I'm getting an egg, aren't I? I'm becoming an egg. I know. I know, but look, don't drive yourself into an early grave, because, that's what they want. They would rather you disappear off the face of the earth, leave the way clear for them, the rich people, to do their stuff. Well, don't. Make it difficult for them. Stick up for yourself. Anyway, we're on 11 minutes, so I'm going to say bye for now. Toodle pip. Thanks for popping in. See you next time. Boo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.